I've been showing up every day since the beginning of this year with a YouTube video, and I see it as the art of showing up. Well, let me tell you, if art had a season, then today would be winter. Meaning, today felt slow, it felt inward, it felt not so much aliveness. And actually, when I started with this intention of showing up every day on YouTube, it was these moments, these seasons that I was like, how am I gonna do it when I feel like that? Because I have that, I have it often where I just want to cocoon, where I want to go inwards. And I actually not so long ago created an episode about that too. Um, and today I want to give it a different angle because when I was younger and even in my corporate life, I didn't really experience this. I never knew that this is part of who I am and that I crave for that solitude. It was when I was out of that corporate lifestyle where I really started to understand my own rhythm and found out that I actually have a hermit profile when you look at human design. And all made more sense. And right now I'm sharing this because at the same time, I'm someone with a high energy level. Not so long ago, I had a meeting and for a Dutch like get together. I met with three other ladies. It was 10 a.m. in the morning Dutch time, so it was 4 o'clock my time. And in that session, I basically laser focused on each individual for 10 minutes and was not only able to give them feedback and give them clarity. I actually, what they say themselves is I raised the entire energy level of the group, of themselves individually, etc. And what stood out was the fact that for me, I just woke up 30 minutes before, so I woke up around 3:30 to be able to join that call. And I was like, I'm not even on my full energy level right now. I was not, but I was sharp and I was fast and I was high in energy for them that it kind of went through the screen. And that is actually because, and that's truly my belief, because I take those moments to go inwards. I take those moments to do some inner work, to feel, to do nothing. I actually did a yoga nidra earlier this morning, and sometimes it could take days. Now lately, what I notice is that I do it in moments in time, like sometimes it's just a morning that I crave for that. And so and usually it is also when I have been with a lot of people lately, because yesterday I had a long day with people the day before because I went to Tulum. So it's not so hard that right after that I my system just kind of wants to settle down. And what I do, because I nurture that and I feel that and I honor that, um I don't hit that block. Like, when you have your phone, that needs to be charged. I don't wait until the phone is empty. I charge it before it gets empty. And I do that with myself too. Like, I fuel myself before I run out of battery. But so often still in, the Western civilization, people burn out. People have so many things that they juggle. They think it's normal. They're performing at such a high rate where they do a lot, but it's not always effective because they're just kind of like juggling so many things at the same time and just keep on going without really sitting still. And even if they have the chance to sit still, they don't know how to. I once met this guy not so long ago as well, and everything he did was like Murphy's Law walking. Everything went wrong. Everything was just collapsing. And it was so easy for me to observe and witness how this guy doesn't even know how to have a vacation for himself because he is usually just working very hard. And that vacation turned out to be one big mess for him. And a lot of it was due to himself, like him not just not paying attention. And it was not from judgment that I observed that. It was just from, wow, like he doesn't even know how to relax. He doesn't even know how to really be present. And yeah, I do. And I can also say that I do that with no guilt, no guilt, because it actually makes me laser focused. It makes me sharp. It makes me motivated. And just after that morning, just allowing myself to feel whatever I felt, and now doing this, I already feel my energy is up. I already feel that my focus is there, and and I think people don't see that. Like they're afraid to really surrender to, you know, slowing down because they think that they fail and because they think that then they're not doing it good enough. But I think that the only way for you to be a high performer or to get things done, and honestly, being a mom, I'm not even talking about just business people, but I'm talking about just even being a mom. Feed yourself first, like give yourself that nurturing first. It's so important. I do that too, because even though I do co-parenting with my son's dad, when I have my son, I have him full time. And it's sometimes it's actually intense to shift from just taking care of myself to full time being a mommy again, especially in the weekends when there's no school. And that's extra reason for me to wake up before he wakes up so that I can first nourish myself and just land in my body, And it's great for me. It's honestly great for me because I know what I need to function. This sounds like I'm a weirdo, but honestly, we're full of like we're just energetic beings. And there is this power supply in us and it runs out during the day. So it's more about that, like really nourish yourself. Talking about nourishing yourself. Um, I'm from the Netherlands. This was not really a thing when I lived there, but I think it is something that happens a lot in Eastern Europe, where people make these bone broths. And lately, a lot of my friends they really advocated about that being a great extra resource to add to your, meals for some extra nutrition and energy, and it has all kinds of extra benefits too, for your hair, for your nails, for your bones, for collagen, everything. And I noticed after the Christmas break that I really wanted to just eat healthier again. We still were pretty okay with how much we snacked and did, but making cookies during Christmas is just, I just love it. And I ended up actually finding this recipe that is a healthier version than the one full with butter, and the replacement was actually a banana. But that is one thing that I figured out after Christmas. So, long story short, I really wanted to just work on my gut health and just balance myself again and nourish that energy level. So today I should receive from Amazon my new pot that I can use to make my own broth. I have the recipe ready. I have all the stuff in house. And I can't wait to receive it so I can make it. Let me know if you guys are interested for me to show you guys how I'm gonna do it. If you want to know, I can make an episode on that. But it should be very easy, lemon squeezy, and just put everything in and let it boil for like hours. Um, but I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to nurture myself. I'm that type that doesn't really want to use vitamins or supplements or all that stuff. I'm more about just yeah, eating real fruits and veggies and I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just like a friend of mine said it too. So it's like, Ash, I know you. Even if you would do a test to see if you have any deficiencies, you would still not use any supplements to supplement you. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. You know me well. That's true. And what works for others is good for them. But I just always follow my own way. And the idea of making my own broth, I don't know, it just makes me feel content, that idea. But that was not the story of today. The story was really about that today felt like winter, like this morning felt like winter. And because I really got to know myself over the years, I it's just so normal. I don't feel like anything is going wrong. I don't feel like I'm missing out on life. I don't feel like nothing. It doesn't have to happen when major things happen in your life. I really felt like I I can finally nourish a long weekend and a lot of human contact in my own privacy and in my own morning. And that's why I love so much that I build a lifestyle where I can just do that, where I can have that time for myself to do that. And it gives me so much energy, it gives me so much joy because I fill myself up. And this is just part of that, this is a very important part of that. And I want to normalize that too by just saying it. Like, yeah, the fact that knowing this about me, that I need those downtime, and that almost stopped me from showing up every day on YouTube. This is sad. Like, why should I not be able to show up for you guys in those moments where I really do more like the inner work? And with inner work, I'm not working. I'm not asking questions. I'm just feeling. I'm just being. I'm listening to the desires that my body has in that moment, which was rest, you know? Um, and I didn't have my walk already. I do a 10K walk every day. Yesterday, I think I did like 14,000 steps or something. Like I said, it was a very social day, so I was home pretty late. Now I have officially 82 steps in, like nothing. So, but I'm energized. I'm ready. I'm ready to conquer the world, and it's 1:45. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna wish you guys a beautiful day. I'm gonna send this one out, and you will see me for sure tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.